Hello, everyone. Welcome in.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in.
Let me turn my echo off there. Sorry about that. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. You can let me know where you're coming in from. Appreciate it. I wanted to talk today, excuse me, about dreams. For the last couple days, I've been doing a lot of sleeping. Not sure why, other than I guess my body just needed to sleep. So, been doing a lot of dreaming and having some really, really crazy dreams. So, I just wanted to talk about dreams because I've always been fascinated by dreams, why we have them, what our subconscious is trying to tell us. Are we able to solve problems in our dream? Are we able to interpret our dreams to tell us something that we're not sure of? Um, so yeah, let's just see what we can figure out and try to interpret some dreams. Let me know if there's any dreams that you've had, like a recurring dream. I know lots of people have the recurring dream of like running and falling over a cliff, and then you wake up right before you fall over the cliff, or somebody's chasing you and you can't see who it is, or stuff like that. So just let me know in the chat if you ever have a recurring dream, and if you ever were able to solve a problem that you were having. Maybe you're stressed about something and then you dreamt about it and found a solution to a problem you were having or something. So, how many people have ever had a dream about flying? I've had a dream that it's been a while, but I used to have a dream that I was flying, or I would like take a running start and try to dream that I was like running and then just take off flying. Um, which I found this interesting when I Googled it. What flying means in a dream is flying represents a feeling of a heightened sense of freedom or reaching new heights. And I'm just skipping through this. I'm not going to read this whole definition, but a higher level of achievement, something that made you feel wonderful, capable, and free. Often a reflection of creative free expression in waking life. Flying dreams may also occur after sensual encounters and during escaping a burden, which I never associated a dream like that. I always thought it was dreaming of trying to get somewhere fast, trying to find a solution to something quickly. Is how I always interpret a flying dream. So I just wondered if anybody have any experience with that dream of flying. If you did, let me know what your experience is with flying. Um, I know sometimes we can have dreams right before a an upcoming event. We may have a recurring dream of something. So I just wondered. Sometimes the dreams are just so funny and so outlandish that we're like, what in the world were we taking, drinking, eating, smoking, whatever, right before bed, because the dream is just so crazy. And I've heard that medication sometimes makes you dream crazy stuff. I've never associated any of my dreams with any kind of medication or eating anything different before bed, but if you have, let me know. Thanks, guys, for coming in. I really do appreciate you being here. You can drop me a comment, let me know where you're chatting from, or let me know if you've had any kind of recurring dream that's. Let's see if I can see chat here. Let's see. Bear with me here because I am trying to figure things out. All right. So I've heard it said that we dream in black and white. I don't know that that's true. Has anybody else ever dreamt in black and white or color? It says if you dream of beige represents objectivity. Beige clothing reflects views, opinions, or habits that are objective. It may also reflect your neutral or unbiased position on some matter, feeling objective. To dream of the color black represents imbalance or excess, a negative thinking pattern or negative situation that is noticeably beyond normal limits. Black often reflects negative feelings or fear. To dream in blue, to dream light blue represents feelings about positivity, thoughtfulness, truth that doesn't embrace anyone, sensitivity, kindness, not being mean, or feeling that a situation cares about you. Okay. To dream of dark blue represents feelings of insensitivity, professional honesty, cold facts, or brutal honesty. That's good for you while feeling mean. What other colors? Bronze. To dream of bronze represents an aspect of yourself or your life that you wanted preserved indefinitely. That kind of makes sense. You want to care about and protect in areas of your life, something about yourself that you always want noticed. Bronze may reflect beliefs or principles that you would protect at all costs. Burgundy. The color burgundy represents situations that have the potential to become negative, something you were thinking, feeling, or doing that has potential to become a problem or go overboard. The reason why burgundy represents potential negativity is because it's close to red, but not quite, so it's symbolically almost negative. Caramel, however you want to say it. To dream of caramel, total satisfaction or perfection, a person or situation in your life that totally pleases you, handles all your problems, or is the perfect situation, something wonderful or that fails to disappoint you in a way. It may also reflect person or situation that does everything for you. Remember, these are colors. If you're dreaming in these colors. So let me know, do you dream in color or black and white, or do you know? Because I've always heard that you dream in black and white. All right, let's see. Burgundy, we got chrome. To dream of chrome represents the projection of responsibility, feeling that something is acceptable or worthy, a person or situation that intends to never embarrass you, a choice that nobody can criticize you for. Negativity, chrome may reflect too much concern about having to be respected, caring too much about what other people think, deception, being used to fit in or be accepted, trying to show others what won't embarrass you. Cream color. To dream of a cream color represents feeling of deserving to feel supported and comfortable without problems, with little effort in some areas of your life, feeling accepted, about never being in trouble or never needing to talk about having a problem. If you dream of gold, remember this, the gold color. To dream of gold represents feeling about something in your life having the perception of being valuable, precious, or being an asset that is as good as gold no matter what. So this is coming from the Dream Bible, Dream Interpretation of Flying, dreambible.com. So when we dream, I guess we do dream in color, and that color represents different aspects. Falling dreams. I guess we've all had that falling dream. To dream that you are falling represents feelings of losing control. You may feel insecure or unable to get a grip on an issue. An area in your life may be getting out of hand. So, yeah, when you think about falling, you don't have control. So that makes sense. And my question is, has anybody ever tried to control their dream? So say you're falling, and I've never gotten to this point in this particular dream of falling, but you either try to wake yourself up before the dream ends in an unfavorable way or the way that you may think it's going to end, or you try to take control of the dream. So, for instance, if you have a dream that you're running and you're falling off a cliff, do you fall and wake yourself up? Do you fall and hit the bottom? Do you fall and hold to rocks and branches and things along the way? Do you try to control the dream? So falling dreams may also be a warning signal about a need to start being more cautious about your actions in waking life. So, to my question, do dreams help us solve problems? If we're having a recurring dream of falling, it may be a warning that we need to start being more cautious about our actions in our waking life. It may also reflect a situation in waking life that you feel to be a life or death crisis. A fear of losing social or financial status, feeling knocked off your pedestal in life. So, in my opinion only, dreams can mean a problem that we're having, help us solve a problem. I do appreciate everybody coming in. Thanks for being here. Let me know where you're coming in from. See. Dreams about money. I often have a recurring dream of being in high school and like trying to find my classes, like wandering around the halls or going to be late for class, or not knowing where my next class is. Let's see what it says about school here. And again, I'm just using the Dream Bible. It's actually an app. Let's see. To dream of school often represents social concerns, insecurities, or anxiety. Yep, I got anxiety. Worrying, anxiety about how well you are being perceived by others or how well you are performing in life. There are things happening in your life that you are sensitive about, or they're very important that you care about. School symbolizes a state of mind when you were caring about what you were thinking. You may have issues at work or other areas in your life that you are weighing heavily on your mind. You are concerned about something. So if anybody's ever had a recurring school dream, then it could be you're anxious about something or concerned about something in your life. Sorry, my tablet's going off. Positively, schools may reflect your concern with work or long-term project being perfectly accurate. Negative dreams about school may be, okay, like I said, heightened anxiety. Now, a recurring dream that I used to have that is kind of the inspiration behind this video is I used to dream quite often of going up some steps, and no matter how hard I tried, I could never get up the steps, and I would just get like halfway up or take a few steps and then fall back or whatever. For whatever the reason, I could not get up these steps. And they were different steps. And I never really knew what was on the other side of the steps or on the top of the steps or where I was on the bottom of the steps. I always knew that I had to get up these steps and I could never get up them. And one time I made a conscious decision, I guess in my dream, so maybe it was subconsciously, that I was going to take control of this issue and figure out what was at the top of the steps that I was trying to reach. So in my dream, I remember trying to go up these steps, and I would take the steps, and my legs would just get heavier and heavier, and I was out of breath, and I couldn't get up the steps. I kept falling back or taking 2 steps backwards for every step that I took. And I remember being at the bottom of the steps, the very first step, and I'm like, thought to myself, if I lighten my load so I'm not so heavy, I wouldn't have as much trouble getting up the steps. I wouldn't be out of breath. And instead of maybe going up the steps straight on, I just take a different approach. Maybe take them at an angle. So in my dream, I remember, like I said, being at the bottom of the step and taking off like a backpack and emptying my pockets and having, paper and trash and, receipts and coins and maybe candy bar wrapper or something in my pocket that I threw in the trash and just lighten the load up. I had like a cup of soda or something and a cup of water or something. And I put that down. I threw that in the trash. And I just remember just unloading everything physically. Of course, I still have my clothes on, and then instead of hitting the steps straight on and taking the steps straight up, I took them at an angle, and I was able to get to the top of the steps. Don't remember what was at the top, but I just remember the accomplishment that I felt being at the top of the steps. And so when I woke up, I remember the lightening my load and taking a different approach. So I use that in life whenever I'm faced with a situation that I just feel like there's no end to, or I just can't get to the bottom of the situation or the top of the situation or complete the task or whatever. I just take a step back, literally, lighten my load, get rid of all the negative stuff that's weighing me down, and then take a different approach. Maybe take a different angle, look at it in a different way. And since I've solved this problem of climbing the stairs, I've never had that dream again. And it's been a few years. So I looked up the meaning of the steps, and it says, to dream of steps represents your efforts to achieve a goal, a problem or situation that requires one step at a time. Alternatively, steps may reflect how you slowly working towards something. It says see stairs. I'm going to go to stairs. To dream of stairs represents slow or incremental progress in a situation. It may also reflect an increase or decrease in your confidence, awareness, or intelligence, making progress in some way. Negatively, I can't even say that word. Stairs in a dream may reflect unpleasant feelings about the need for responsible growth or having to wait to grow up before you can do something more serious or adult, or a slow, hard learning process. Going upstairs often represents improvement, achievement, or reaching higher levels of awareness and understanding. You are making progress emotionally, spiritually, or materially If you have a problem going upstairs, it may symbolize trouble being able to make progress in your life. Going upstairs may also symbolize a struggle or challenge you must endure to reach a higher level of understanding, success, or power, improving one step at a time, slow learning, or progress. So I think that's right on from my situation where my dream is I cannot get up the steps. No matter how much I try, going up the steps is a struggle or a challenge. And in order to reach the higher understanding or the success or the power, not only do I take them one step at a time, but you have to lighten your load, get rid of all the toxins, all the negativity, get a positive attitude, and then just take a different approach. If you take the steps 2 at a time, maybe take them 1 at a time. If you take them, start on the left foot, maybe start on the right foot. If you tend to take them 1 step at a time, maybe alternate them, left, right, left, right. If you hit them head on, maybe go at a different angle. Instead of going straight up the steps, maybe start in the corner and go diagonally up the steps, which is what I did. Going downstairs often represents emotional regression or a situation that is getting worse. For example, walking into a basement may symbolize regression into a dark aspect of your unconscious thoughts. Possibly a waking life situation is becoming more stressful or unpleasant to deal with. Walking downstairs may also symbolize the easing of conditions as a challenge or struggle ends. You may be slowly dealing with challenges to reach a bigger problem. Oh, let's see what spiral staircase. To dream of a spiral staircase represents slow or incremental progress in a situation that seems itself persistently turning away from a current state to increase or decrease progress in confidence, awareness, or intelligence. Making progress in some way towards an outcome that is confident about the step without having to see it directly. A journey, progression, or direction in life that involves cycles, repetition, or stages. And then there's more to it, but I'm not going to read all of that. But yeah, so I just find the aspect of dreaming interesting, especially when we have a recurrent dream. It seems that our subconscious is telling us something, and the only way to get the dream to stop or to change the outcome of the dream is to take control of the dream. Again, this is my opinion, what I feel, and what I found to be true in my life. Excuse me, with the staircase dream. So I'm interested to know what dreams you've had that are recurring or have been troubling you, or maybe you did exactly like I did and had a recurrent dream that you took control of, and it solved a problem for you. Sometimes it's just best to just kind of relax and let things go and just kind of have a little breathing room and just let your mind wander, and we can solve a lot of our problems in our dreams if we just pay attention to them. So that's it for now. I just wanted to do this little live, and I thank everyone for coming in. And if you're watching this on replay, just let me know that you watched it. Give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And I may do another live this evening, maybe an open panel where we can talk about our dreams. I don't know if anyone is interested in doing that, but we'll see about it. And I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day and sweet dreams. Bye for now. Thank you.